I offer my humble pranam at the lotus feet of Bhagwan Sri Satya Sai Baba. Lecture, I'm going to write a program in block coding. It's also visual coding to blink LED using CISCO packet tracer. In the previous video, I just explained how to blink LED by using a Python program. Just to go through that for more information. In this lecture, just I'm going to concentrate to do same thing by using block coding. I'm going to use these two components. The one is LED, light emitting diode. For more description, you can go through previous video. And I'm going to use the virtual microcontroller board called microcontrol unit. That's using packet tracer. It's a part of packet tracer. Just I'm going to use that packet tracer. Just I'm going to launch that packet tracer. This packet tracer window. After launching the packet tracer, CISCO packet tracer, we can able to see this particular window. Now here I'm going to use a components called, just click on components, we'll get microcontroller unit board and single board computer. I'm going to use MCU, just drop here. You can increase the size of this. Okay, I need one LED. Go to actuators, click on this, take this LED. Okay, now we have to connect this microcontroller unit board to your LED. Therefore, we need the connections. Then go to IoT custom cable. Then here we have 6 digital pins. You can use like a LED D1. Then here click on D0. The connection is completed. Okay. Now we have to write a program to blink this LED by using block coding. Okay, now this D1 is connected to D0 of LED. Actually, D0 is nothing but anode of this particular LED. The cathode is already connected to the ground. Therefore, if you want to make this LED, this anode must be high. And if you want to make it off, the anode must be low. Therefore, you have to write appropriate code for this. Now here, just click on this. Go to programming, then new. Here let be blink. Can give any name as you like. Blink. Then here we have 3 options. We can write program in JavaScript or Python, Visual. I'm going to use Visual. That is nothing but block coding. Click on Visual. Select this template. Then create. Next is just click on this main.visual. Okay, now we'll get this particular thing. Now what I'm going to do is we have to configure, because if you go for this hardware, this particular hardware, we know that we are using D1. We have to configure D1 as output, because we are connecting LED at D1 pin. Therefore, first we have to configure D1 as output. For that purpose, just you can see here, here there'll be pin access. Click on pin access. Okay, then click on pin slot. And in this case, I'm going to use pin number 0. The pin number 1. The pin number 1 is connected to LED. Therefore, we have to make it 1. Okay, then here input, we have to make it output. We have to configure pin number 1 as output. If we go to the hardware, actually we are connecting pin number 1. There is a pin number D1, the digital pin, to where the anode of LED. Okay, therefore we have to configure pin number 1 as output. Therefore, we have to go for this particular function pin mode. Slot means that is something pin number. I have to make it output. So this one thing. Then I want to blink LED for infinite number of times. Therefore, we have to go for a loop called infinite loop. For that purpose, we have to go for click on programs, then loops. Then here I want to create infinite loop. Therefore, go to this particular block. So repeat how many times? Infinite times. Therefore, here there'll be while statement. While. Therefore, if you want to create an infinite loop, this while loop must always true. Therefore, we have to go for logic. Under logic, we can select true block attached to this. Now, while true means whatever the things we are going to write within this area, it's keep executing infinitely because it's always true. While true means it's keep on executing this particular block how many times? Infinite number of times. Now, first we have to make LED on. Therefore, go to this pin axis. So pin axis. Then here there'll be digital write. Digital write. That means we have to make pin number high pin number 1. Then we have to write some value for that. Therefore, you can go to math block. Then here we can select this block. You can write any number here. Then if you want to make LED on, we have to send 1023. Okay, we can able to vary the intensity of the light by varying this particular value. 1023 is maximum value, 0 is low minimum, 1023 is maximum. Therefore, by changing this value, we can able to change the intensity of LED. Therefore, I'm writing 1023 to where? Pin number 1. Okay, once if we write this particular value to pin number 1, then that LED becomes on. Therefore, here digital write to where? To pin number 1. What value? 1023. Therefore, after writing, we have to make LED on for some amount of time. So here I'm going to generate the delay of 1 second. Therefore, once again, go to this. Then here delay, there'll be block called delay block, like a delay function. Okay, delay in terms of millisecond. Here 1000 by default, 1000 millisecond, that's nothing but 1 second. Okay, now we are going to make LED on for how much of time? For 1 second. Then I want to make LED off for another 1 second. If we can copy this block, duplicate, click on this, duplicate here, then click on this, duplicate. Okay, now here instead of 1023, I'm going to make it 0 to switch off this LED. Okay, therefore make it on for 1 second and make it make it on for 1 second, make it off for 1 second, and this loop it's keep on executing how many times? Infinite number of times, because here while true. Okay, this loop is always true. Because of that, whatever the statement, whatever the blocks are available within this area, it's keep on executing infinitely. Okay, now I'm going to execute this particular code. So this is the code. Now here, this is the code for this. Just I'm going to execute. Here there'll be option called run. Click on run. You can see here the LEDs keep blinking. Okay. Now, therefore, here there'll be hardware and there'll be software. Therefore, the combination of hardware and software is called embedded system. Embedded system means what? It's a combination of hardware as well as software. Therefore, if you want to control any hardware, we have to write appropriate program for that particular thing. Now, if you want to stop, just you can click on stop. Okay. Now, if you want to clear this window, clear output. Okay. Now, I want to modify this program to blink LED for only 5 times or 10 times or 1000 times. Okay, but here it's keep on executing same thing how many times? Infinite number of times. Therefore, how to make it finite? Therefore, I have to modify this particular code. Now, just you can see here, just I need this block as it is, keep it somewhere here. Okay, now I don't want this, just you can delete this block, delete. Okay, then go to loops, then repeat here, repeat how many times? By default 10 times. Therefore, just I want to make it 5 times. Therefore, repeat this particular loop how many times? 5 times. Then place this complete code inside this. Okay, now what you can do is just you can execute. That is now here run. See, it's going to blink LED only 5 times. Okay, 5 times. Then afterwards it comes out of this. Now here stop. Then if you want to change the delay, we can modify this value. So here let it be 100. Here let it be 100. Then you can see here, just put the loop, let it be here. I want to repeat, let it be 100 times, 100 times. Okay, then run. It's going to execute this loop only 100 times. After 100 times, it comes out of the loop. Okay, because I put 100 times, if it keep executing this particular loop, how many times? 100 times. So that's a way of controlling the loop. This is a way of creating the finite loop. So after 100 times, it comes out of this. Okay, any doubts here? Okay, I understood how to write a program by using block coding. Okay, we can find so many blocks here. There'll be functions, there'll be variables, there'll be logic, there'll be loops, there'll be math, there'll be text, there'll be list. Okay, there'll be dictionary, there'll be bin access. We have so many options. By using this, we can able to write very good program. You can able to improve your programming skills by using this particular options. Okay, because no need to know any syntax of the language. Without knowing any syntax, anybody can develop the software by using this block coding approach. So thanks for watching. If you have any doubts, you can write in the comment section. Thank you.